Jesus says, go, go, go. Last week, if you recall, we heard the story of when Jesus first met and spoke to Matthew while he was at a booth doing his job collecting taxes, and said, Matthew, there is more. Come, follow me. And Matthew got up and went. They are on a journey. They are on an adventure together. And here today, the story continues as Jesus is going, and he is proclaiming the good news. He is healing. He is meeting people where they are in their pain and their loss and their loss of hope. In their loss of hope. And saying, have peace. God is among you. You are not alone. The kingdom of God is near. And that is not enough for proclaiming good news, for healing, for assuring, for encouraging, for building justice. These are not solo works. These are not works of one person alone, even if you happen to be Jesus. Jesus says the harvest, the gifts are abundant and plentiful, but the laborers are few. Let me first go find more people, more laborers. And so he goes and calls a group among them and gives them authority, charges them, encourages them, tells them that God is with them. And they can and shall go right where there is pain, right where there is loss, right where there is estrangement, right where there is isolation, right where there is loss of hope. And be a minister and name the good news right there. He gets more specific with them. He says, go not here among the Gentiles. Go not here among the Samaritans, at least not right now. First, he says, go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That is, go first to be with and to minister with and proclaim good news of healing and hope among those people who know what it is to have a home but have lost it. Go first among those people who have hoped, who know what it is to feel hope in their bones, and yet have been in exile from that hope for so long, they've forgotten what hope feels like. Go first to those and with those who have lost their hope. Sarah and Abraham are among those who have lost their hope. It has been so long since Sarah hoped for her heart's desire. She can't even remember what that feels like. So calcified and clouded over and dusty is her hope. Decades and decades it has been since she has hoped for her heart's desire, since she has felt hope coursing through her veins, since she has felt her longing. It never happened. And she gave it up. And she set it aside. And she said, it is not to be. It is not for me. And so she set aside her heart's desire, her longing. She set aside even her hope. She can't remember what hope feels like. Many blessings she has experienced, many good things have happened. She cherishes her relationship with Abraham, but they're out on their own, in exile from what they had once known, in exile from their hope. And so when this strange trio arrives, and Abraham greets them as warmly as he always does. Abraham is nothing if not hospitable. And she rushes to bake cakes and he prepares the meal. She overhears them talking about her. And they say to Abraham that she is going to have a child. And she thinks she's out of earshot because she's just, in the tent and they are out with the grill. But she laughs because how could she not? It's absolutely absurd that you're talking about. It must be a joke. It's been decades since she could possibly have a child, and that's impossible. Impossible. And so she laughs at how absurd it sounds, how impossible it sounds, but also in her laugh is the effervescence of her longing. She has it bubbles up in her. She remembers what that had felt like decades ago, to long and desire and hope. And she laughs at the absurdity and the impossibility, but also the possibility. The Lord in this trio sets foot as Jesus does, as the disciples do, as we are also called to do, sets foot right into that gap, sets foot right into the dearth of hope, into the void of longing, sets foot right there and wonders, is there anything too wonderful? Is there anything that is impossible for our God? I know that many of us, all of us, I would imagine, have had to set aside dreams. We have left desires and longings behind us because they were not coming to be, because they could not come to be. And we have traveled so far since then, and we might have forgotten what it feels like, what those dreams and desires even feel like. So dusty and clouded over and even calcified are they. We longed for them so much at one time, but it is no longer that time. We've let them go. Nothing is too wonderful for our God. Nothing is impossible for our God. It does not mean that in this life we get everything our heart desires. Far from it. It does not mean that we receive every answer to prayer in the ways that we would expect that answer to prayer to look like. It does not mean that every longing and dream we have is fulfilled. It does mean that our God is one who sets foot with us in that gap where we have discarded and abandoned our dreams. God joins us even there. God joins us even there, making all things new, birthing within us dreams and desires that we had abandoned so long ago, setting foot with us at this more distant part of our journey, sitting down, feasting, laughing with us, beckoning us to laugh in wonder and possibility as well. For with our God, all things are possible. And with our God, all things are absolutely wonderful.